stopping by my channel. You're on BookTube and Taste Life Twice, which is my publishing company. Today, we're continuing Tag Week. I'm going to make this a thing. Tag Week by making this a double tag day because I'm finally getting to the 2 tags from Lana at Lana X Libris. So she tagged me in 20 bookish questions quite some time ago, as well as the could do better. And so the first part of this, I will do the rapid fire 20 questions because that's a lot. And then the second part, I'm going to show the pictures of the covers that I photographed when I decided the books for that prompt, for those prompts. So here we go. The 20 bookish questions, this version was originally by Buydebook. I'll put the link down below if I still have it. Question 1. How many is too many books in a series? 4. Question 2. How do you feel about cliffhangers? Not charitable. Question 3. Hardcover or paperback? Paperback. Because reasons. Question 4. Favorite book? And right now, or when I wrote down my answers to this, it was Precious Bane. So we're going to go with that by Mary Webb. And we read it for March of the Moderns. It was great. Question 5. Least favorite book? I put down any by Tucker Carlson. That would fit the bill. Question 6. Love triangles? Yes or no? Yes. Question 7. Most recent DNF? DNF? Well, I put down the Florence Kelly book by Catherine Sklar, but it's not really a DNF. It's I skipped around, took what I needed, and then left the rest online because I sliced it to ribbons in any way I fancy because I'm just doing research for my book. And Florence Kelly is an amazing human being. Florence Kelly was an amazing human being, and she had a fascinating life, so I got into several chapters in detail, but I didn't need to read the whole book. Question 8. Current read. So at the time I took notes, it was Playboy of the Western World and High Wages. But now, in April, my current reads are Cod by Mark Kurlansky, Earth Culling by Ellen Gunter and Ted Carter, Those Who Save Us by Jenna Blum, and what's the 4th one that I moved down there? Oh yes, the Penguin book of Victorian Women in Crime, which is weird because it starts out with 2 crime fiction by men, just featuring women characters, which is a whole other thing. So yeah, current reads. Question 9, last book recommended. I wrote down Trace by Laurette Savoy, and I recommended that to Beth Ann Bruniga Sokolar. I can say that name confidently now because I've watched her video about how to pronounce it. Question 10. The oldest book I've read by publication date. And I'd say The Iliad because that's one of the oldest we have. The newest book read by publication date, I think it's probably still How to Fail at Flirting. I'm not good at keeping up with new releases, so this is one that I got from Libro.fm, and it was excellent. I heard Cynthia at Book Whimsy talk about it, and that's what made me start listening to it, and then I couldn't turn away. Question 12. Fave author. Right now, I would say Jacqueline Winspear, just in terms of reliability. Her Maisie Dobbs series is excellent, and it sort of ebbs and flows in terms of my interest, but consistently excellent in terms of plot, character, and action. So, yeah. Question 13. Buying or borrowing? And I chose buy/scavenge. Question 14. What's a book I dislike that everyone loves? I'm going to give myself a pass on this question because it's negative thinking and
I'm already negatively congested, so
my brain just can't handle it. Question 15. Bookmarks or dog ears? Bookmarks, then dog ears, because you run out. Question 16. What can you always reread? It seems like I can always pick up Sunshine by Robin McKinley, find a place in the middle, and then skip around or read straight to the end, and it's always satisfying. Question 17. Do I read with music? I can read with instrumental music, but usually when I read, it's as quiet as I can get it, which in a city and a condo complex is not very quiet. Question 18. One point of view or multiple? I can do both, but don't repeat. What does that mean? A little overlap is okay. Oh, yes. I can do either, but please don't change points of view. Change point of view and then repeat the same action in a different person's point of view. If you're going to be changing POV, do it at the right point. That's all I'll say. Question 19. Read in one sitting or multiple days? As I get older, it takes me longer to finish a book. And to wax a little lyrical, it's funny. I like to finish books. It makes me feel accomplished when there's not a lot of accomplishing going on. But when I have so many going at once, it slows down the finishing. So that's an ebb and flow process as well. Question 20. Who do I tag? And for this one, I'm going to get back Jeremy Fee. So I'll tag Jeremy and Marilyn Mendoza. Those are my 2 tags for 20 bookish questions. Thank you so much, Lana, for tagging me in that one. And let's move on to the Could Do Better tag. And this is a bit snarky. For the Could Do Better tag, which is originally by C.J. Reads, let's treat this like a fashion show. Here we go. Here's my pictures for the books on my couch. For question 1, the most offensive type. Yeah. Really not doing much here. Gothic, but not in a witchy way. Come on, guys. More offensive type, which is just hard to read, and I don't know. This was a hard one. I'm not a cover designer, but I've looked at a lot, obviously. I don't know. Question 2 is most commercial book club energy. So I've got a couple for this. This just the big type and the little actual objective subjects. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, it's pretty, but it seems like a book club book. This is definitely a book club book. It's one of my favorite authors, actually, Jennifer Weiner. I really liked her Good in Bed, and In Her Shoes is a movie that I really liked. I haven't read this one yet, probably because of the cover. This is another book club energy. We've got the woman going somewhere. We've got the lonely looking prairie. We've got the letters. It's, yes, very book club energy. And let's see, Random House Reader's Choice. Well, that's not a book club, but the stickers definitely push you even more in that direction. Question 3, we've got no energy put into it. So here's one, Whisper Down the Years, Elia Seeley. I think this is a local indie author that I got years and years ago. And the subject is Irish women's fiction, and you would not know that from the cover at all. So this was a hand sell. Question 4, so hideous, but the book is so good. And here we go. I mean, just take books from the 1970s. I think it'll be a good bet for that. Great book. Great for my research. Look at all those tabs. Is how much interesting, fascinating things that I found about populism and the time period of the 1880s and 1890s in America. But, I mean, come on. What is that even supposed to mean? It looks like a nerve cell. Like, what? Could you put less effort into this one? I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but look at that font and a portrait and the beige brown. Like, no, come on. All right, question 5, use one less element. So here we've got a frame and corn and a subtitle and another subtitle and a house, and it's all very blank. It persists in being blank, so the cover just did not sell me. But it was a really good book. Question 5, use one less element. I think that's what I chose this for. There's a lot going on here. There's the background of the newspaper. There's the sepia portrait with like a weird frame. And the font's pretty terrible. It's pretty like uppity looking, uppercase. And I don't know. It's too slender. It doesn't stand out for me. I don't like the quotes. I don't like the color. The orange-brown theme. And then the last question is question 6. A book cover that does all the trends at once. And this is a book that I've read. Who Are You? 101 Ways of Seeing Yourself. And let's see. It's got a banner at the top. It's got half a banner at the bottom for the author's name. It's got a window looking out, plus a flower, and then a sidebar. It's not related to any of these, with different colors and sort of a color scheme, the green and yellow and white, but a subtitle and random pictograms that I'm not sure what they represent. So yeah, you could stand to take a couple things off of this and make it clearer or bolder, I would say. So that was me trying my darndest. I would like to tag Katie Reads and Rants, because anyone who has rants in their channel name should be good about picking apart book covers. And Doom Antidote, because he has a hilarious way of criticizing things with the expressions of his face, and I think he would do a great job picking apart book covers as well. Thank you very much, Lana, for tagging me. I hope this was entertaining. I'm sorry I've been congested and struggling to speak, but hopefully the visuals made up for this. Okay, thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you agree or disagree or have ringers that you would like me to see in your version of this tag, and have a lovely week. Bye!